Les Misérables,
by Philip Shee,
Les Misérables,
is the longest performing musical in the world. It is a true modern classic based on Victor Hugo's novel, with one of the most memorable music in history. In France in the 19th century,
Jean Valjean
was released from 19 years of unjust imprisonment, but he could find nothing but mistrust and abuse. He broke the parole and hoped to start a new life. The police inspector,
Javert,
pursued him tirelessly and launched a lifelong struggle for salvation. He refuses to believe that Valjean can change his way. Finally, during the Paris student uprising of 1832, Javert saw Valjean spared his life and saved student revolutionists who attracted Valjean's adopted daughter. His worldview collapsed, Javert committed suicide, and Valjean finally gained the peace he had sought for so long.
Les Misérables
Is epic, magnificent and uplifting. It is full of emotional impact and attracts audiences from all over the world. Story. After being released on parole, Jean Valjean was ostracized by society. Only Bishop Digny treated him kindly. However, Valjean stole precious silver, and was captured by the police and brought back. He was surprised when the bishop let go to the police to rescue him. Valjean decided to start his life anew. 8 years later, Valjean broke his parole and changed his name to Mr. Madeleine, becoming the town's factory owner and mayor. One of his workers, Fanting, has an illegitimate daughter. When the other women discovered this, they demanded that she be fired. Desperate for money to pay for medicines for her daughter, Fanting sold her locket, hair, and teeth, and then fell into the abyss of despair by selling herself. The mayor then rescued Fauchelevent, who was locked under the overturned cart. Javert remembered the abnormal power of the criminal Valjean, who had just been captured. Valjean could not see the innocent man in jail. He admitted that he was prisoner number 24601. At the hospital, Valjean promised that the dying Fantine would find and take care of her daughter Cosette. Cosette has stayed with Thénardier's, who abused her very much. Thénardier's daughters Éponine and Azelma used Cosette as a scapegoat and a private slave to participate in the abuse. Valjean arrives and pays Thénardiers to take Cosette away according to his promise to Fanting. 9 years later, the city was in turmoil due to the death of the popular leader, General Lamarck. When the student Marius asked, Éponine, who was secretly in love him, reluctantly agreed to help him find the Cosette, with whom he fell in love. Valjean, convinced it was Javert lurking outside his house, and told Cosette that they must prepare to flee the country. At the beginning of Act 2, Marius noticed that Éponine had participated in the uprising. He asked her to send a letter to Cosette, but Valjean intercepted it. While trying to return to the roadblock, Éponine was killed. Javert was exposed as a police spy. Valjean arrives at the roadblock and looks for Marius. This gave him a chance to kill Javert, but instead let him go. In the tranquility of the night, Valjean prayed to God to save Marius. The next day, the rebels were all killed. Valjean ran into the sewer with Marius in a coma. After meeting Thénardier, who had robbed the rebel's body, he met Javert again. He begged time for him to take the young man to the hospital. Javert let Valjean go, and his unwavering principles of justice were shattered by Valjean's own pity, and he committed suicide. Unaware of the identity of his rescuer, Marius recovers in Cosette's care. Valjean confessed the truth about his past to Marius and insisted that he must leave. After their wedding, Marius and Cosette went to see Valjean. Before the old man passed away, Cosette knew her origins for the first time. Analysis of songs. Castle on a Cloud. This song was sung by little Cosette, who dreamed of a better life, not living in the Thénardier's house. She dreams of having a cloud castle. This is her own imagination where all children can play freely, and she can also get love. The song is built up with a simple motif, X, with its cell, X, pervades all over the piece. The song is in A, repeat, B, A prime, binary form.
The melody line is smooth and the leaps are small, so there is a feeling of floating like clouds.
Section B is a chorus. It is modulated to F major, which sounds brighter than A minor. On She's Nice to See, the harmony is shifted to Phrygian 2, which produced a tender effect. The third verse says that a lady in all white will love her, which implies her imagination of her mother fainting. Section A prime return to the music of the beginning. Do you hear the people sing? This song was first sung by the students in Act 1. When they were preparing to rebel in the streets of Paris during the funeral of General Lamarck. This song is a revolutionary call for people to overcome adversity. The music is in quadruple time. The composer, however, does not want it to become a march, or wants to be more than a march, thus used 12/8 time. The song is in an A, B, A prime, B, A prime, A prime, rondo form. Sections A's are in the antecedent consequent structure. The subject consists X1 and X2 cells. Section A is in F major. Section B start from A minor and return to C major. It's a 6-measure section, with a sequence and a cadenza with cells of X2. Section A prime is in C, which is the exact transposition of Section A.